So, in order for students to be successful in college and career in terms of being able to apply mathematics in meaningful ways, we know that they need to understand both the concepts that are embedded in the mathematics and the related procedures. And so, one of the things we do in our work is we look at how do we support teachers to do that in their classrooms. And so, just an example, the other day I was talking to my nephew. So, this is an example of uncovering the concepts a student understands. I was asking him, actually, his mom asked him, what's 122 plus 37? And he sat there for a minute and thought about it. And he said, well, he said, it's 159. And his mom said, oh, good job. And I said, well, wait a minute, let's ask him how he knows that. And so he said, well, I did 100 plus 20, and then the other one had a 30, so that's 50. So that's 150 plus the 2 and the 7 made 9, so that's 159. And I said, oh, that's awesome. And what that showed me, if I had been his teacher in the classroom, was that he really understands how to break numbers apart by their place value. And he's probably ready for that, what we call the standard algorithm. You might think of it as the procedure for adding numbers together. And so he's ready for that based on what he displayed in terms of his concepts, the knowledge he understood. If a student had said something like, say he had something more like 122, and then I'm going to add 30 on, and that's 152, and then I'm going to add 7 on, and that's 159. That's fantastic. That's really good conceptual understanding, but that's called counting on, and it's just slightly different than being able to break each digit up by its place value and combining those numbers. Both really good, both highly necessary, but one means they're really ready for the procedure and the other means they may or may not be. And so we just really want to make sure that teachers have that background to really be thinking about what are those slight differences in that conceptual understanding, and what is it that we need kids to have to move them to that place of understanding the procedure meaningfully so that it can be built upon in later grades.